Hey you guys, Loot Wizard here, and in this video, I'm actually going to be giving some sad news to you guys. I'm going to be deleting all of my Gems of War videos, and I will no longer be uploading any Gems of War content because of the COPPA law that the FTC is coming down hard on all of us with, and that's going to really come into full effect the 1st of 2020 in the new year. But YouTube, when we upload videos to our channel, if you go to upload video, they're already asking us and telling us that we're legally required to comply with the Children's Online Privacy Act, the COPPA, when we upload. You're required to tell us if your videos are made for kids. And so, this has really been weighing on me the last week. And it's been hard to decide because I really do like playing Gems of War, and I do like uploading content. I like seeing how it helps some people, and just to share some of the joy of the game. But unfortunately, it's not worth the risk for me to continue to upload these Gems of War videos. And this video that I'm recording right now is to tell you guys the reason why and what made me finally make the decision to delete all of my videos and stop uploading that content. So let's get right into it here. The YouTube help page has a list here for determining if your content is made for kids, and I've read all of this stuff. I've read a lot of this legal stuff over the last week, off and on, and it doesn't sound good for us YouTube creators. So I'm not going to read all of this for you guys. I'm just going to highlight a few of the things that made me really consider why Gems of War could really be considered something that's directed towards children. And they consider children to be anyone under the age of 13, right here. So a few of the things that really got to me here were if my video includes characters that appeal to children, which Gems of War characters could appeal to, like, 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds, including animated characters or cartoon figures. And of course, you could consider the troops in Gems of War as characters or cartoon figures. And so that really got me concerned. Now, it does say at the end here, any other information you may have to help determine your video's audience, empirical evidence of the video's audience. And I do have some evidence. If I go into my channel's audience here, everyone that's been watching my videos is between the age of 25 and 44. And I did take a screenshot of this just so that I could know and have that evidence there. But even with that, I don't think I have a strong enough case to risk continuing to do Gems of War content. And so we'll come back to the under age of 13 thing, but right now I want to go over to the official FTC website, which it says here that yesterday the FTC released some updated information. So if you go over to their blog, there is right here some information about YouTube creators, right? YouTube channel owners. Is your content directed to children? And so this is the newest updated information, and I've gone and read through all of this stuff, and it still sounds like it's too much of a risk for me to cover Gems of War content. They do list some of the things that YouTube website was also listing, whether your content, the visual content, again, animated characters, and child-oriented activities or incentives, animated characters and cartoon figures, that sort of thing really does make me think Gems of War would be something they might consider is directed towards children. And now, if they do find me, like, it's going to be a lot. Okay, if my videos are seen by them to violate this law that's coming into effect in full force here at the turn of the year, the penalty will be up to $42,000 per violation, which means basically per video. I have over 100 Gems of War videos on my channel right now. And even if one video gets flagged as it's breaking that law, I cannot handle a $42,000 fine. Google and YouTube has already been sued by the FTC under this law for violating this law. They've been sued for $170 million. And then there was an individual that was also this year fined $35,000. So it's looking pretty scary for some of us YouTubers, because if our content, especially if we're uploading video games, and I think even more so if it's mobile games, because I was thinking about this the other day when I was at work, and there's children that have smartphones. Their parents give them smartphones. Kids that are under 13 have smartphones these days. And Gems of War is a free mobile game. You can go into the Google Play Store and you can download Gems of War for free and be playing that. So then I started thinking, wait a minute, what if we go to the Google Play Store and we look at what the rating is on Gems of War? Is it a teen game, or is it considered a game that is for children as well? And so I went to the Google Play Store, and as you can see here, the rating is everyone 10 plus. So right there, what if some government official looks at my videos, he's like, yeah, this is a channel about this game. Is it directed towards children? And they go look up the game, Gems of War, right? And if they look at the rating, oh, it's for 10 plus audience. That means that his videos are directed towards children because, the game's rating includes that the game is for, it's for everyone, but it's saying that children 10, 11, 12, and 13 can play this game. That's what the official rating is for Gems of War. So that right there is what really kind of makes me think that, yeah, I should just delete all my videos and not upload any more Gems of War content. This is really the nail in the coffin for me, is seeing the rating and knowing that there are children out there that do have smartphones and they probably are playing Gems of War. Now, it doesn't look like from my analytics on my channel here it says that no children are, but let's be real, children are using their parents' account most likely on their smartphone. So a parent will oh yeah, okay, you can watch YouTube, or the parent's already logged in on their smartphone and their child just uses their parents' smartphone. And so when this data right here, there could be children that are watching my channel. I have no idea, but there could be, and they're just using their parents' YouTube account to watch my videos. So, I didn't think this was a problem until recently. This new law is really scaring a lot of YouTubers. And for a small channel like mine, I'm not even making money on my videos. I'm doing this. I'm taking all the time to record videos, and just a hobby because I wanted to do it. It was fun to do, right? So I'm not even making money doing this. And to me, the fun that I get out of making videos and sharing my experiences in Gems of War with other people out there like you guys, as fun as that is for me, I just cannot risk being fined for up to $42,000 per video. And so I've decided I'm going to be deleting all of my videos on my channel that are Gems of War by December 1st. So I want to say thanks, guys, for supporting me over the last year of me uploading Gems of War videos. It was great. It was a lot of fun. And I totally understand if you want to unsubscribe from me. And I do recommend, there's Tacit, there's Keylime, there's CineCool. And I don't know what they're going to do with their channels, if they're going to delete their videos on Gems of War, if they're going to continue to do their content. But if you haven't subscribed to those guys already, go do that, and because they produce some really good quality Gems of War content. But for me personally, I just cannot take the risk of being fined for uploading this kind of content and it being seen as for children. That's really the big reason why I've made this decision. But there is also another reason, and that is and I love Gems of War. I really do. I've played it a lot, and it's a fun game. I really enjoy it. But the direction that the developers are taking with Gems of War is a path that really is starting to frustrate me. And the new update that's coming by like Christmas is 4.7, and they're going to be adding epic tasks to our weekly guild tasks. And what this is going to do, from what I've read throughout all the forums and the information, is that it's going to increase the amount of gold necessary to unlock legendary tasks. So right now, before 4.7 update, it takes about 15.5 million gold to unlock the legendary tasks, which legendary tasks have a chance to drop legendary troops or mythic troops. My guild, we've been unlocking legendary tasks like about every 3 months, I would say, and we have gotten one mythic troop, which is shared to all of our members, which is amazing. There's some members in my guild that are only level like 600, and for them to get that mythic troop simply because the rest of us are putting in so much effort and gold in there, I think is amazing. It gives the lower players that join your guild a chance to get legendary or mythic troops that they wouldn't otherwise have a chance to get. And that's what I like about those legendary tasks. But now, even for somebody like me, it takes me like several months to collect like 20 million gold. And I play on an average like maybe 2 hours every day, completing my daily tasks and doing some PvP. So I certainly don't want to play the game any more than that, because there are other games out there that I do like to play from time to time, both PC, and I also have a PlayStation, and there's some other games that I enjoy out there that I like to play besides Gems of War. And at the end of the day, Gems of War is just a game. And the more and more that I play it, it feels like it becomes more and more of a job and less of like, for example, in the early days of playing Gems of War, I was excited about trying to figure out which troops to use to be more powerful to complete tasks. And it was really fun. And it still is kind of fun, but now there's like certain weapons and certain troops that you just like, you got to use those if you're going to compete in PvP. If you're going to compete in Guild Wars, there's certain troops and teams that you're going to have to use those. And it's become more of like alpha. Sometimes I find myself playing Gems of War and not even really paying attention, and I'm watching Netflix on a separate screen. And, it's just one of those things where you're thinking about it to yourself, and you're like, after a couple hours, you're like, wow, I'm not even really, what am I doing? It's like, if I'm not focusing on the game, then, if I have to watch, something else while I'm playing the game, then, maybe it's more of a chore than what it should be. And, everyone has to make that decision for themselves. And I'm not saying that Gems of War is a horrible game. It's certainly addicting. It's fun. But, and maybe I'm just reaching a point where I don't want to play quite as much as I used to, because things aren't as fresh. Things aren't as new. And the direction the developers are going with some of these updates, including the last update, the 4.6 update that added the medals, I thought there was some kernel of a good reason why they were putting medals in there. But at the end of the day, it's just another task that we have to grind for. You have to do the explorer battles to get your medals, and you have to collect so many tokens to then convert them into badges, and then badges into medals, and it just becomes another thing to grind for. And, maybe I'm just a little bit. I'm sad that it's come to this for me, and maybe I'm a little bit more negative on the update than I should be because I'm having to close my channel because of the COPPA law, and I don't want to take a risk with that. But I'd be lying if I said that the news of this 4.7 update and what it was going to do to the game and really make it even way more difficult than it should be to unlock legendary tasks. I just, it's I don't find it to be fun to grind for gold, you know? Like in the past, I would find myself on just grinding for gold and not even thinking about, oh, let's try different teams. I just have this gold team. Let's play for a couple of hours just with this one team so I can get more gold. And after a while, it's just not fun. So, I think what the developers need to do is rethink some of like the ways to draw in new players and also keep old players. And I don't think a good way to do that is to give us more things to sink gold into, and they keep creating more resources. So now we have deeds, and we have chaos shards for the underworld, and there's just so many resources, and now basically tokens are another thing to grind for, and metals. And so they just keep adding new and new resources, and I need to stop talking about it and just end my video here. I thank you guys for subscribing and supporting my channel over the last year. And like I said, it's been a fun time. And if you want to, unsubscribe from my channel, totally understand that. I recommend you go subscribe to some of those other Gems of War guys out there that are creating good content. As for me, I'm going to have to just play it safe. Alright guys, thanks for listening to this video. It's been a little longer than I wanted it to be, but thanks for listening to me, and I appreciate all your support.